Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video, we are going to be playing with the new Elf and Chipotle palette. I just got this in the mail, so I cannot wait to use it. I did purchase this myself, and I did get the sponge set as well. This is so adorable. So we're going to be using those products and mostly Elf products as well, because why not? I think this collab was so fun, so I of course had to grab it. If you are new here, I would love it if you would hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my videos, and let's get started. So I did just prime the skin with the Mint Melt Cooling Face Primer. I have been really liking that primer. It is kind of a dupe of the Milk Makeup Grip Primer, which I know a lot of people have been saying. I'm not the first person to say that, but it is kind of a dupe for that, so I have been really liking it. We are going to use the Camo CC cream today, but I did want to use the sponges, so that's why I am doing this on camera. So I did get the sponge set. This is the Extra Guac Face Sponge Duo, and it's in the shape of an avocado and with the little pit. I thought this was so cute. I 100% needed to pick this up. So I'm going to be using both sponges today, so I'm going to go wet both of them, and I'll be right back to do the face. Okay, so I did wet them, and they did get significantly larger, as you can see. I have used smaller sponges before for concealer, and I do actually really like them, so that is why I picked up the Duo, but I just love that it's an avocado. So like I said, we're going to be using the CC cream, which is going to be dark for me, so keep that in mind. I think I'm going to add a little bit of the Flawless Satin Foundation, also from Elf. This is in the shade 220 Beige. It's just a little lighter, so I'm just going to add that, or actually it's kind of a different tone. So we're going to kind of mix those together. And this being a CC cream, it is a little bit thicker, so I don't know how it is going to apply with a sponge. It would help if I put my mirror in front of me so I can actually see what I'm doing. It is applying nicely, and I am using the flat side of the sponge. I don't really care about the shape of the sponge. I've used flat sponges before, and I don't see anything wrong with it. So that is what I'm doing. I could use the bigger end too, but I just felt the need to use the round end. So that is what we are doing. It does apply nicely. I really like the feeling of this. It's really soft, but not too soft. Some sponges can be way too soft and they don't blend out the product. I don't think it's soaking in the product, but both of these foundations are probably better to apply with a brush, so I also have to keep that in mind. But I still think it's applying nicely. Okay, so that did apply really nicely. I do really like the sponge. I have used Elf sponges before, so I already knew I pretty much liked them. But I like how it applied, and I already like the CC cream, so that is why I use this. Love it. Again, still a little bit too dark. I need to go in the sun more. I'm using the Camo concealers. Since this foundation is a little bit dark, I'm using the darker shade of the concealer, but I'm also going to use the brightening concealer afterwards. So this is when I'm using the small one. So these small ones are really nice to get into the crevices of your eye, like right in the middle. And since I have small eyes, I think these brushes are great for me. It applied nicely. These are a little harder to hold since they're so small, but I still really like them. Then on top, I'm just using the Flawless Brightening Concealer just to lighten that a little bit. I have to click this up. That was too much. So let's go with that. I've been using that concealer more, and I like it more than I did when I first used it. It's still not my favorite. I don't think it brightens enough for me. Like even right now with the dark concealer and foundation, it doesn't really look like it brightened a lot. So whatever, it's about the sponge. I really like these sponges a lot. I think they applied the product really nicely. So I'm going to do my powder and my brows and pretty much the rest of the face other than my eyes. I'm going to do that off camera, but I am using the Wet n Wild Photo Focus powder. I almost said foundation. I'm using, where'd it go? The Elf Micro Brow Pencil and Ultra Precise Brow Pencil, sorry. And then I'm going to use the Milk Makeup Stick Bronzer. I'm using the Elf Putty Blush in the shade Turks and Caicos, I think that's what it's called. And then the Trestique Stick Highlight. So I'm going to do all of that and then we will come back to do the eyes. So my face is complete. So now we are going to take a look at the eyeshadow palette. I love the collaboration they did with Chipotle. They did such an amazing job with packaging and all of the ideas and the marketing was spot on. I love this. This is the outside of the palette, similar to like the burrito foil, which I love. It does come with a mirror on the inside, which I also like. This was $16, I'm pretty sure, and then the set of these sponges is $10. So here's the inside of the palette. It looks like the Chipotle counter, which I'm obsessed with. I love Chipotle. I just don't go there much because I don't really go out to eat or get takeout much. But if I wanted to go to a Mexican takeout place, it would be Chipotle. I love their burritos. Anyway, so the names of the shadows are all on this little plastic sheet, which I don't like. But all of the names are ingredients on the burrito counter. So we have lettuce, guac, green salsa, hot salsa, corn salsa, mild salsa, pinto beans, black beans, white rice, brown rice, sofritas, and fajita. So my burrito would have white rice, black beans, mild salsa, guac, lettuce, chicken, and then sour cream and cheese. So that is what my Chipotle burrito will look like. So I'm going to take off this plastic. How does this come off? Okay, so I hate that. So it was a like wraparound sleeve, which I really don't like. So I'm probably going to cut this and stick it to the back so I at least have the names. That is very weird. So I'm going to keep this so I can actually read the names off. So let's zoom you guys in so I can get on to the eyes. Okay, I have no idea what I want to do. These feel really nice. I didn't swatch them. Oh well. There isn't really a crease shade for me or a transition shade really. The only one is this one, which is pinto beans, which is this medium brown. So let's start with that, because there isn't really anything else for me. So that's something I wish they would have added. So we're going to take that in the crease. And yes, I still have my St. Patrick's Day nails. If you have not seen that video, I will link that down below for you. I did a tutorial on those nails. I love doing nail art for holidays, so of course I needed to do it for St. Patrick's Day. I do like that shade a lot. I think it's applying really nicely onto the eyes. I'm just adding a little bit more. As I've mentioned 8,000 times, I am very light-handed with shadows, so I like building it up rather than going in with too much and then trying to blend it away, because that's a little bit too difficult. I have no idea what I want to do, as I think I said, but we're kind of just going to play around. Then I'm going to go into the darker brown, the black beans. I'm pretty sure that's what the name is. Black beans, yes. And I'm just going to use the same brush, and I'm just going to put that lower than the pinto beans shade. I'm not putting a lot. I'm just deepening it up a little bit. I really like both those shadows. They blended like so easily. I love that. I do want to go in with the sofritas, or no, fajita, which is this purpley shimmer. So let's throw that on the lid. Woo. So that has a little bit of a shift. Oh my goodness, that is gorgeous. I love that. Oh my gosh. Yep. Love it. So we're kind of going to be doing a simple look today. It's going to be pretty quick. I'm going to take lettuce, which is the matte green, and I'm going to put that on my lower lash line. Oh my gosh, my eyes are so bothered today. I don't know what is happening. So I'm going to take the green shimmer, which is a guac, and I'm going to put that kind of towards the center of the lower lash line. And then I'm going to take corn salsa, which is the gold, and I'm going to put that even closer to the center. Then I'm going to add back in the green on the outer corner that I kind of pushed off. I got a little bit of fallout from those shades, the two bottom ones, and from the top two actually. And these kind of don't brush off very easily. Then I'm going to take white rice, which is the lightest shade over here, and I'm going to put that in my inner corner and then my brow bone. Oh wow. Oh my goodness, I love that shade. That is like the perfect inner corner highlight brow bone shade for me, at least. I'm going to take a really small brush and I'm going to go back into the green and try to line my lower lash line because I kind of lost that green shade. So I'm going to try and add as much as I can so you can actually see the green. Okay, that's better. I'm just going to kind of play around more and add more of the green and gold to the bottom lash line. That green kind of leans a little bit gold, so it does go really nicely with that. The gold has more glitter in it than the green. The green is kind of more of a shimmer, but they both look really pretty together. So I went a little bit lower than I planned to on the bottom lash line, but it's okay. I'm going to take the black bean shade again, and I'm just going to darken up the crease. Deepen up, I don't know what words I'm using. Then I'm going to take a new liner that I just got. This is the waterproof gel eyeliner from Elf. Oh wait, that looks different than I thought it was going to look. From the box, it looks like it's going to be a pencil, but then this is what the actual liner looks like. So not what I pictured. So I'm going to put that on my waterline and then tight line. Oops. Can't do this without looking. Oh my goodness, that is super pigmented and I got it all over the place. I was not expecting that. So I'm going to kind of fix up the bottom lash line and then do the other eye, and then I'm going to put on some mascara. I'm probably using, where'd it go? The Marc Jacobs Lash something at Lashd mascara, and then I will show you the final look. So that is the final look. I did throw on an Elf lip product. I don't know what this is called, but this is Tea Rose. It's one of their lipsticks. I love how this look turned out. That lid shade, I mean, that duochrome, oh my god. I am obsessed with that. Oh my god. This is good. Don't like the inside packaging that the names are not on it, but other than that, I really enjoyed every shade that I used. I cannot wait to use more of this palette. It's so pretty. Like, I can't wait to get into the orange and this like red toned one. Like, look how pretty that is. That's actually orangey. Yeah, actually that is. That's like more orange than red that I thought. I cannot wait to use those and the rest of the palette. Overall, I was really happy with how they performed, and for $16, I mean, you really can't go wrong. Even if you don't like Chipotle and you just like the eyeshadow, pick it up. I highly recommend this palette. It was so good. Let me know if you guys got this palette or if it was on your wish list. I mean, clearly I really like it, so I recommend it. But let me know your thoughts on this palette if you did pick it up. But that completes this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please give it a thumbs up if you did enjoy, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.